The coronavirus has spread around the entire globe. It is one of the first highly publicized pandemics in some time. I want to share 5 reasons why you should not panic, because for some reason the news does not want to share these facts, coming up after this. These reasons are in no particular order of importance, but let's get started. Number 1, we already completely understand what is causing the sickness. The first case of severe respiratory infection in the form of pneumonia was documented in China on December 31st, 2019. And within 8 days, by January 7th, 2020, the virus was identified as the coronavirus and later named COVID-19. And by day 10, the genome of the virus had been documented, and by day 14, a test had been created to detect the virus. We already know, and have known for some time, that the new coronavirus is from a group similar to SARS and is related to a coronavirus in bats, with this particular strain having mutated to be able to affect humans sometime in late November 2019 from natural origins. This rules out any malicious or terrorist activity. Let's take a step back to a major pandemic of the past, AIDS, where the first cases were described as a health condition in June 1981. Scientists did not know what it was, but just had documented that there was an upspike in a rare cancer and a lung infection called PCP. No one knew why these cancers and opportunistic infections were spreading, but they concluded that there must be an infectious disease causing them. The disease was not named AIDS until September 1982, 15 months after it was recognized as a disease in June the year before. And the cause was not indicated as HIV until a year later in 1983. And the first test for the disease came out in March 2nd, 1985. The AIDS pandemic of the early 1980s was extremely scary and quite different than the one we're experiencing today. With AIDS, you can see the time from the first documented case with health concerns till a test having been created to test for the virus was 45 months. Scientists have come a long way, and now the same life cycle of a virus has passed with the coronavirus in 14 days. Number 2, the situation is improving at ground zero of the virus in China. China is taking some pretty drastic measures in order to prevent the spread of the virus, and it has been successful, with there being lower and lower new documented cases each and every day. Number 3, the vast majority of the cases are very mild. 81% of the cases of the coronavirus currently have no symptoms or very mild symptoms that are hardly noticed by the infected. About 14% of the cases are causing severe pneumonia, and 4% of the people infected can become critical or die. The news has been constantly reporting new cases, but what they've not mentioned is that many people that have had the coronavirus are already cured or virus-free and no longer contagious. Another statistic that you might find interesting is that unlike many viruses, our children seem to be faring pretty well with this one. Only 3% of the cases are in people under 20 years of age, and the death rate for people under 40 years of age they can track is only 0.2%. And many times the symptoms are so mild in children, the disease can go unnoticed. Number 4, the virus can also be killed off of household surfaces easily using common household chemicals. After being left on the surface for only 1 minute, 70% alcohol, 0.5% hydrogen peroxide, or 0.1% bleach will leave the surface clean and sterile of the virus. This makes it easier for people to keep their households and surroundings clean and virus-free. And also remember that frequent hand washing is the #1 way to prevent getting the coronavirus. Number 5, the global scientific community is focusing all its efforts on preventing new cases of the disease and minimizing the impact on those who get the disease. There are already vaccine prototypes in progress. As a scientific community, our ability to design new vaccines is spectacular. There are already more than 8 projects underway trying to develop a vaccine against the new coronavirus. And I know vaccines are preventative, but what are they doing for people that already have the disease? You'll be happy to know that there are already 80 clinical trials in the race to have the cure for the virus and to test current virus treatment for other similar viruses and diseases to find out if they work for the coronavirus. Overall, the coronavirus is a dangerous virus that will continue to affect many people the world over, and the number of cases will continue to rise over the coming weeks before it starts to slow down as respiratory disease season ends in the Northern Hemisphere over the next month and a half. When compared with the 1918 flu pandemic, known as the Spanish flu, we are much more prepared with better health care for the sick and a better understanding of the illness while simultaneously having a better ability to create vaccines. Between 1918 and 1920, the Spanish flu infected 500 million people around the world, causing 50 million deaths. However, over the last 100 years, healthcare has improved tremendously, and these improvements are not allowing catastrophes of that level, at least not with this kind of virus. So be safe, stay healthy, and as always, have a beautiful day. And if you're interested in similar videos to this, hit the subscribe button up here and you'll get notified as soon as they come out. I try to do at least 1 video a week, sometimes more. And also, if you have any other questions about the coronavirus that I can help you answer, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you.